In March 1815, Napoleon Bonaparte escaped from his exile on the island of Elba and returned to France. His dramatic return to Paris was met with fervent support from the French populace and army. This marked the beginning of the Hundred Days Campaign, reigniting fears across Europe of Napoleonic dominance. In response to Napoleon's return, the major European powers, Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia, formed the Seventh Coalition. At the Congress of Vienna, they pledged to unite their forces to defeat Napoleon once and for all. This coalition aimed to restore the balance of power in Europe. Napoleon quickly reorganized the French army, recruiting veterans and training new soldiers. He amassed a force of over 200,000 men, equipped with artillery and cavalry. His goal was to strike swiftly and decisively before the coalition forces could unite against him. The Duke of Wellington, commanding the British and Allied forces, and Field Marshal Blücher, leading the Prussian army, formed a strategic alliance. They agreed to coordinate their efforts to confront Napoleon, recognizing the importance of unity in defeating the French emperor. In June 1815, Napoleon led his army into Belgium, aiming to defeat the coalition forces separately before they could combine. His advance marked the beginning of the Waterloo campaign, a decisive moment in European history. On June 18, 1815, the Battle of Waterloo began. The French army clashed with Wellington's forces in a fierce and bloody struggle. Both sides suffered heavy casualties as the battle intensified, with neither gaining a clear advantage. As the battle reached its climax, Blücher's Prussian forces arrived on the battlefield. Their timely intervention turned the tide in favor of the coalition as they flanked Napoleon's army and disrupted his lines. With the arrival of the Prussians, Napoleon's army was overwhelmed. The French emperor was forced to retreat, marking a decisive end to his ambitions. The Battle of Waterloo concluded with a resounding victory for the coalition. Following his defeat, Napoleon abdicated the throne for the second time. He surrendered to the British and was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena, where he spent the remainder of his life. This marked the end of the Napoleonic era. The Battle of Waterloo reshaped Europe, ending decades of war and ushering in a period of relative peace. Napoleon's defeat ensured the restoration of the Bourbon monarchy in France and solidified Britain's position as a dominant global power.